It was the 6-way men's ladder match for that Money in the Bank briefcase. And just to go left to right here and remind you of the participants, it was Andrade. It was Seth FREAKIN Rollins, who Nika and I both picked to win this match on our last episode. It was LA Knight, the hometown kid, Solo Sikoa, Penta, and of course, El Grande Americano, or Chad Gable, depending on who you ask. This was a fun match. This entire match held my attention the whole time, and I think it was because we both just really wanted Seth Rollins to win from a storyline perspective. Like,
we did.
We feel like this offers WWE the most entertainment value for its buck right now, is to have Seth Rollins rip this briefcase down out of the sky. And they did a really, really good job of building the anticipation, I feel like, and having him get close like 2 or 3 times, and other guys get close. And boy, oh boy, it ended the way we thought, Nika.
It did.
Flip over to the next slide. Look at that face. Is that not the face of a man that's just happy right now with the world?
But he also, you have to point out that there was some interference during the fight at the end.
Well, it's just funny, like Seth Rollins, because there's no disqualifications, it makes me wonder a little bit about the strategy in this match, because you had no disqualifications from the start. Like, why didn't he just come down with the posse from the beginning? I mean, did he want him to stay fresh till the end, maybe, and have him come out like when everyone else was already tired and beat up? I could see maybe that argument.
Yeah.
But he did come down in a beautiful long robe with his manager, the wise man, Paul Heyman.
And 2 posses.
and ever since he turned heel at WrestleMania, I feel like that was the turning point for you and me almost a little bit, getting back into wrestling. Like, the Cena and The Rock and the Cody Rhodes stuff was also good. But seeing Seth Rollins turn heel and seeing the wise man cross both CM Punk and Roman Reigns, right? In the same match.
The same match, yeah.
And turn and give his loyalty now to Seth Rollins.
Bend the knee to Seth Rollins. Seth FREAKIN Rollins.
Seth FREAKIN Rollins. And I want to remind everybody, Seth FREAKIN Rollins has big plans for this briefcase. You know, he came out 2 weeks ago from tomorrow on Raw and made bold proclamations about how the future of the WWE will never be the same once he has that briefcase. And, well, he's got it.
So what do you think is going to happen? He's going to challenge probably Jey Uso for the belt. But what will happen with the WWE?
Well, yeah, I don't know. All I know is that there is like a prevailing theme that the villains were victorious last night, at least where it matters. And, you know, Becky, I want to remind everyone, is his wife. And I really want her to join the posse, man. I really miss the days of DX, and, like, you know, they had Chyna. They had a female presence, and, like, you know, Judgment Day has some female presence in their posse. And, like, I really think Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman's new posse needs some female presence, and why not his own wife?
That would be great. And also they need a name. They don't have a name for the group yet. So
no, they don't. They need a name for the tag team. Rumor has it that they're getting some new music courtesy of Fred Durst and Limp Bizkit. We'll have to see what happens with that. I didn't know is he uncanceled now, I guess?
Maybe.
All right. Well, new music standing by for WWE and Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed.
A lot of bees.
That's what the word on the street is. That's a lot of bees indeed. And biscuits.
Biscuits and bees. All right.
But I was really happy to see Seth Rollins win, because it's just going to hold my attention even into tomorrow night. You know, like I can't wait to see him come out and gloat and get on the mic, because that's what it's all about in the WWE.
It makes me wonder whether he'd be able to hold off the smiling and laughing behind the sunglasses.
I'm sure that's why he wears those sunglasses sometimes, is because he doesn't want to break character and laugh or give it away. Shall we say?
Yeah.
This was good. As you can see, Triple H again responding to the Money in the Bank winner, saying one step closer to all the power, Nika. And I just have to say, is he referring to himself? Because I thought he was the all powerful in WWE.
He needs maybe he needs a passy as well. He needs some apprentice to take up the reins and carry his vision.
Possibly. I think for me, I love this tweet particularly because Seth Rollins to me is the next Triple H. You know, he's carrying on Triple H's legacy, especially on the microphone and being a villain and kind of walking that line between like, well, man, the fans really love this guy, and yet they boo him when he says the shit that they need to boo him on and stuff like that. So I think Seth Rollins embodies a lot of Triple H, and you know they're totally different. But he also, I saw him, he does do the pedigree, which was Triple H's finisher.
He does.
So you know there's the similarities are there. You can't deny it. They're definitely not the same physique.
No.
But a lot of other similarities with the microphone and some moves, and yeah, I like it a lot. Seth Rollins is a huge star in WWE, and it's only going to get bigger from here for him now if he goes for a championship run.
He will. We just don't know when.
He will win a belt. And, you know, there was a rumor last night that he was going to cash in last night, you know, and there's reasons for that we'll talk about in a minute. But he did not. He retains the briefcase for now. And just want to remind everyone, him and Naomi can now cash in on a championship match of their choosing whenever they want. The contract is as good as gold.
Well, we have to wait and see and watch.
Stay tuned, everybody. We'll be watching for sure.